I don't want her to worry.
Nah,
Rocking and rolling. We're on. We got Little Blade with us on the podcast today. What's up, bro?
What's going on, my man?
Just chilling, man. It's good to see you, man. Listen, bro. Obviously, you are the son of a legend in Detroit, man. I don't think there's anybody who comes on and doesn't have anything great to say about your father and the legacy that he's built and what he's implanted into the city. And now a whole new wave of music and a whole new inspiration has come from him. And I feel like it's just now being resonated more so, like Doughboy's Cash Out and everything like that. What they built here, what your father helped build here and what they helped build here, they're finally seeing some type of reciprocation for it. But now it's more so than ever because Detroit has the spotlight on it. And now for what are you seeing so far as the music scene is concerned in Detroit? You probably saw it when there wasn't too much of a spotlight and you knew the underground was popping, and now you're seeing it where it's full flourish.
Yeah, it's crazy because it's really like all the rappers that are getting all the love in the world now, they've been rapping for like years in Detroit, like years, like since I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? So just seeing everybody elevate and going crazy, you know, hey, I watch people put in work for it, so you know hard work pays off. That shit dope though, for real.
Yeah, especially the OGs, man. You got to look back at all the guys that were making it happen, and they weren't getting the notoriety at the time, and nobody really knew except for people in Detroit.
Nah, yeah, and for the ones that didn't get to, like, you know, the big spotlight, I'll be looking at that like, damn, that's fucked up. That used to be hard as hell. Like, damn, just the wave came too late, you feel me? Mm-hmm. But, shit.
And now everybody else is kind of reaping the benefits of it, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that shit wild.
It's kind of like a sacrifice. It's almost like going to war and to fight for freedom for the future comers of like a country or nation or whatever. Only in this way, it's hip hop and it's in the hip hop community instead.
And you gotta be a real one to like be like, okay, I'm taking that sacrifice. I did this. I'm gonna let y'all win. A lot of people don't like doing that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You gotta be a real one to. You feel me? Just pass the torch, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of bitter motherfuckers out here.
But there are some old head too who want their shine still, like, wait a minute now, y'all kind of took my shit, and like they're trying to make a comeback, but because it's so, you know, this is a new age, man. Yeah. If you're an old head trying to talk in the hip hop game now, a lot of people aren't gonna listen to you because it's kind of like we passed that time.
Everybody got their crowd is just about like what you talk about for real. But like if you got your fan base, they want to hear you. You know what I'm saying? But now we in a whole new era. Like shit that was cool back then is lame as hell now. Well, like considered lame. You feel me? Or like nowadays it's a bunch of wild young niggas. They don't want to hear shit a old head gotta say. They like shit, fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not saying it's right, but that's just the era we live in. You gotta come with what the wave is, I guess.
No, I agree with that, and I think like it's interesting too because some old heads might look at what the new generation is doing and be like, "Yo, we would never do half the shit you guys are doing right now."
I look at it like that. I was raised by a bunch of OGs. I be like, "Oh, these young niggas is crazy." I was like, "God damn," but hey, like. You know, it's just I don't know how it happened, but that's just the way it is now. You know.
So you feel like you have an OG soul?
Yeah, I get told that a lot. You know, I get told I act like an old man all the time.
You sound like one right now. No, I was kidding.
Yeah, no, you ain't lying. I get told that all the time. You know, people call me granddaddy, all type of shit, but. I'd rather be an old head than a young, dumb motherfucker, you feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
With that wisdom and stuff like that, you can implement yourself better, and so whatever you're trying to, you know, do, whatever you're trying to organize. Now, you're even involved in businesses and whatnot, right? Not just alone with music, but you also are an entrepreneur, right?
Yep. I got a cannabis deal with a company named Hyman. They got the Icewood packs. They in all the dispensaries in Michigan. Mm-hmm. Yep, I got my own clothing brand, merch brand called Icewood Forever. You know, just trying to dip and dabble in everything, keep the ball rolling.
For sure, yeah, man. Talk a little bit about yourself as far as first of all, I know music wasn't one of the first things. Like you were involved in like skits and stuff like that, and you were kind of just popping off on social media and on Vine and stuff like that. So like, before even music, it's like, yo, I know how to entertain. Like, I know how to get people to pay attention.
What's
to me.
crazy, my cousin is over here. Y'all can't see him in the back. He always called me like, "Oh, you got to start doing them videos again, man. You was funny as hell."
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I started. I've always been silly, so I just started putting it on camera. So
Yeah, man.
that's how I got famous on the internet before people even knew who Lil Blade was. And that was when I was like 8th grade, 9th grade, and then 10th grade. That's when I like started making music. So yeah, I always knew how to entertain people. Like even just in regular life, I'm the one that comes to the family function and everybody, be happy, and they know it's about to be a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Go ahead. You good?
Oh.
I was gonna move the mic down.
Oh, move the mic. All right, cool. Just quick mic. Now you're blocking the chains, bro. No,
It's all good, man.
All right, that's better.
back on. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, always knowing how to entertain and just even the family events, and I think that's where a lot of people get their inspiration from, or like their motivation is when you see your family and friends supporting you and thinking you're funny or you're fun or you bring that excitement. It kind of motivates you to like pursue it further.
Nah, yeah. Even when I do shows, like I just know how to like take somebody who's sad and put a smile on their face. Like I always been like that, So
Yeah,
I guess it's just natural. I say,
yeah, for sure. And so even as a youngster growing up in Detroit, or did you spend a lot of time in Detroit? Or did you move out before?
As a kid, like a little kid, like little kid, like early on, I was in like the suburbs of Detroit.
Okay.
I didn't start really hanging around the city till probably like middle school and high school. But those are the time that's prime time,
Yeah.
So yeah, like in my early life, when my dad was alive and right after he passed, was spending like the suburbs. I still went to high school in the suburbs and all, but I would always leave school and go straight to the city,
Okay.
Yeah.
So in Detroit, when you were growing up, till what age do you think? Like, were you in the suburbs of Detroit?
Well, I've lived there like physically my whole life.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Well, before after my dad passed, that's where I lived at my whole life. So I've been out there my whole life, but when I started like really adapting to the city of Detroit, I'd say probably about like 13.
Oh, okay. So about 13 years old, and kind of get the gauge for what's going on.
Because I started playing football. I played football and basketball my whole life. So I used to play football out in the burbs. But then when I got to middle school, I'm like, yeah, I want to play with my cousins and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I went to the city. And it was like the first day of practice. A coach that was on the team, he seen me and he was like, "Oh, Lil Blade," like just lost his mind. And it was like that ever since, man.
He stamped you with that name.
Yeah, that's where Lil Blade came from, playing football. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't wake up one day like, yeah, I'm Blade Icewoods, son. I'm about to be this, that, and the third. Like, that shit was literally like here.
Right, because you didn't really know your dad's impact until you got into that age, right?
Yeah, I didn't know it at all. Like I still go through it to this day. Like different things come at me, you know what I'm saying? But not like growing up, I never knew. I knew he was a rapper, but I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
The impact of him was major, right?
Yeah.
So you didn't even know. And does it like bother you at all? Like, do you think about it like, that's cool and all. Like, I appreciate that, I respect that, but like at the same time, like this is my life, and like.
Yeah, but I appreciate it too, though. But then, another hand, people gotta know, like, I'm not my dad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's a lot of people who would be in my position and want to, just use where they come from, the name, and just abuse it. Like, I've never been like that. Like people would tell you I don't even say who I am unless I'm like, all right, dude, like, come on, man. Like, come on now. But yeah, like, I've never been like that. So, yeah, I say a lot of people just expect a lot out of me and me to do things a certain way when I'm a whole different person. But really, they say me and my dad just alike, though.
Really?
Like, outside of Blade Icewood, like, who my daddy is, they say me and him, like, act just the same.
Yeah.
So I think it's just a whole, like, what people just think is going on.
Do you think you gathered that from the time you did get to spend with him, or do you think it's like a genetic thing, or like how do you think you formed your person, like who you became?
It's weird because it's like, even when I go back and watch videos of him to this day, it'd be like I'm watching myself. I'm like, that's some shit I do, that's some shit I say. Like, it's just been like that my whole life, and people would tell me, like my mom, my uncles, everybody be like, "Oh, like you just remind me of daddy so much." So I think it's just in my genes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it just kind of got passed down, kind of.
Yeah. As far as personality wise.
Now you're making music. Obviously, you really have your foot on the pedal, and you know, you're in part of the highest peak of what's going on in Detroit as far as the music spotlight. Everybody's really paying attention to Detroit finally, and you're really a part of the mix. How are you feeling as far as being an artist in this industry right now? Like, how do you feel about being a Detroit artist right now?
Honestly, I don't really look at myself like I wouldn't say not in the mix, but I think other people view me way bigger than what I think I am in my head. You know what I'm saying? That could be a problem or a good thing. I don't know. But, I mean, it feels good, you know, but I'm still... It's different when you somewhere and you know what you want out of life. You know what I'm saying? So the position I'm in, yeah, that's cool, but I see way more of myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be in London somewhere performing for 20,000 people. I didn't did the whole Detroit thing. You know what I'm saying? Like from everything there is to do in Detroit. How old am I? 22. By the age of 22, I done did it. Like I say that humbly. Like it's just.
You're 22 right now?
Yeah, I'm 22.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just ready for the next step. You know what I'm saying? Like I was brought into this. You know what I'm saying? I lived it. You know, I'm ready for the next step. But it's cool though. Especially cool for Detroit to be getting the spotlight they got. You know, I'm blessed to be a part of it and people to recognize me like that. But yeah. When
you started off, when you break into making music and stuff, I know that your family wasn't really too happy with the decision initially, right? So.
Oh yeah, they hated it.
Yeah, and kind of talk about getting through that process. So initially, just let's start off with you deciding you're going to make music like that day, and then we'll move on from there of like how your family started kind of pushing it backwards a little bit.
Excuse me. Well, people always told me like, yeah, you should rap. Like, and I always used to like freestyle and stuff, but like just playfully though. Like I used to make like parody raps, you know, because I always been goofy, but I knew how to rhyme and shit. So I think I finally started to go to the studio. I had a homeboy. He was going to the studio, and I'm like, yeah, send me a studio man number. I'm gonna go one day. So I went. I told my mom I was like going to the gym to go hoop or something. My cousin came and got me, took me to the studio. I did 3 songs, and shit, the rest was history.
Yeah. Well, let's go through the history, though. Shit.
Yeah,
man. So you go record these first few songs, and then kind of what's the progression after that?
Man, it's like I remember when I first started making music, I think I went in, like my family was just in denial of it. Like, no, we don't want you doing that. Like, I remember vividly, I told my mom, like, I want to be a rapper. She like, what? No. I'm like, damn. I was like 14 or 15, one of them. But then, yeah, it was like a whole, this is how I know I'm supposed to be doing it, because I went through so much, like, just people doubting me, you know what I'm saying? Everybody always having, because me, I didn't know what people expected out of me, because like I said, I never paid attention to like what my dad really was or even had any knowledge to it. So I was on this big pedestal, but I was just doing me, you know what I'm saying? I'm learning as time goes. So people give me a hard time off the rip. Like, I remember somebody told me, he was like, man, I ain't gonna lie, this shit ass. I'm like, damn. Well, you know what? I took that. I didn't get discouraged, though. I took that, and I went back to the studio. I'm like, all right, I'm about to get sweet, and I watched this.
Yeah.
And, you know, hey, I'm at the point I'm at now, you know.
But you can only be so lucky to have somebody tell you the truth, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
With the expectations.
I'm happy I had that, for sure. Because anybody would tell you, like, hey, man, you going crazy, and that shit sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you got people like that in your corner, man, you need a new circle. Because somebody got to be able to tell you if you ain't doing something right.
Yeah, a yes man is your worst enemy, bro, for sure. And the worst part is you can't, like, be mad at them because it's like they're being nice to you, but it's like, bro, you are lying. Like, and it's making me think something.
Like, even if I break it to my friends, I'm like, look, man, I'm saying this in, like, the most respectful way ever. But, yeah, that ain't.
Yeah, it ain't it.
Yeah, no matter what it is, like, yeah, I think you need to do this different. You know, that's my opinion, though. Everybody got their own opinion.
No, and I think your real friend is the one that you tell them, like, yo, this isn't it. And then their response is getting very upset with you, and you still continue to tell them, like, no, trust me. And the next time I'm going to tell you again if it's not it. And the next time I'm going to tell you if it's not it.
If you can't take constructive criticism, I don't think you ever want to be successful in life. Hell no.
Nah, hell no. Yeah.
Cause you gotta bump your head somewhere, and you gotta be, if God blesses you to have people like that in your corner to tell you your wrongs, or somebody that have been through that before, and you know, try to lead you in the right direction. You can't look at that as, oh, they hating this, that, and the third. Like, no, they really trying to tell you something. Like, I've always been a listener. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah. For sure.
Now you go to the studio, you record a few songs and everything, and you know, your friends are telling you the truth, everything like that. Kind of talk about the progression of your first big break or first moment where you realize, okay, everybody's fucking with me off the music.
I think probably like my first mixtape I dropped, because I was just recording a bunch of songs before then. Like my first mixtape was called Prince of the D. I put that out 2017. Yeah, I was 17. I was in 11th grade. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yep, that's probably was it. And I had a song on there that still out to this day. People still listen to it. It's called "Talk to Me." It had a lot of traction through the city. So I'm like, all right, I'm kind of getting somewhere. You know, kind of getting somewhere.
Okay. And then where does it lead from there?
You know, just progression each point. You know what I'm saying? Just each album, I got I think like 5 albums. I think so. Each one, you know, I didn't elevated each one. You know.
Okay.
I think to the point I'm at now. I think the point where I was like, all right, I'm doing something is when I remixed "The Boy With You" with Payroll and Peasy, and that was 2019, and it did like. Is it at 1 million? I don't think it's at 1 million. I think it's at like 800,000, but it did like 100,000 in like a day. I'm like, damn, and that's such a song with such a high, it's on such a high pedestal, and people like, oh, you did that justice, like, oh, you going crazy. I'm like, all right, I'm getting somewhere.
Right on.
It's for sure. And then, you know, just people knowing me, you know, that's what keeps me going the most. Me being somewhere and somebody who don't know me from a can of paint, like, oh, you Lil Blade, and they don't know nothing about my dad. They just know me.
That's Lil Blade, right?
Yeah, that's how I am now. Like, I think more people know me from me being me than where I come from now. So that's the part I think I love the most.
When I saw your name kind of like on social media, I had there was no correlation between. I was like, oh, Lil Blade, and then I was like checking your page out and stuff. I was like, okay, and then I didn't even really figure out till like last year. So I was like, oh, that's Blade Icewoods' son. I knew he had a son, but I didn't know like that's. But it's. You definitely got attention before people know like, oh, who he is exactly.
Yeah, because I don't go around like flaunting who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm me. Like, you gonna like me for me, or you ain't gonna like me at all.
Yeah, facts. 100%, man.
You know, but yeah. You know,
right now with music and everything like that, are you in a place where now you say you want more? You say like this is just kind of the starting point for you. You want to perform worldwide. You want to get all that going on. Do you feel like you're getting the reciprocation you deserve right now from Detroit in particular, and do you care for Detroit's reciprocation?
Hell no.
Alright, shit.
I'm saying hell no. I don't think I get the reciprocation I do, but you know.
But do you care for the reciprocation from Detroit?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, that's tough. I don't know. Detroit, I love y'all.
Yeah, I know what you mean, man. I know what you mean.
You gotta be from Detroit and be in the mix to really understand. You know what I'm saying? Somebody from the outside ain't gonna understand, but you know, my time coming on, I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's a conversation when the camera's off, man.
Yeah, nah, I know how you feel. I know how you feel. Not that like, and obviously you accomplished a lot, but like when you're.
Do I feel like I should be way bigger than what I am musically? Yes, I do. Cause I listen to my shit, I'm like, all right, my shit not weak now. Right? But you know, I think it's just what I'm learning is just way more than just going to the studio and rapping. Like, you gotta market yourself the right way. You gotta be around these people. You gotta be here. You gotta be there. So you know, I'm coming though. I'm learning the game.
You know what part of it is, man? This is the honest truth. Is that like even for let's just say an NBA player, like a lot of NBA players try to rap, right? And even if they grew up where they grew up, or even if they had that life that they had, when they try to make music, people from the streets are always like, yeah, but you already got that backing, so you can't really do this.
Yeah.
And not to say it's the same with you, but it's like, okay, your dad was the successful rapper. Now it's like, all right, what are you trying to do now? Because you already have all that shit, so you can't talk now.
I do feel like a lot of people think like my life is just like cake land, like just the best shit ever. You know what I'm saying? Like I still gotta make my way like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I do feel like a lot of people just try to look over me because they think, oh, he already this, that, and the third. We not about to let him go crazy, you know. But I don't know. It's weird, man.
It's a different time. No, I feel what you're saying.
It's very strange to me, but I ain't gonna worry about it.
I hear you. I hear you.
I appreciate the ones that do support Lil Blade. You know, I appreciate y'all.
So outside of music, man, what's, you're an entrepreneur, obviously, but what's kind of like the day in the life? What's some things people don't really know about, just the day in the life of Lil Blade?
I go to the gym almost every day. I fell off like the past month, but yeah, like my trainer, his birthday came up and like he just disappeared. So yeah, we reconnected. So I'm about to get back in there. But yeah, I go to the gym, work out. Can't be scrawny your whole life. You gotta boss up, man.
Know, man.
You know what I'm saying? What else I be doing, man? I really just like to have fun, man. Like life, like outside of hustling and getting your cheese and taking care of business, I just like to have fun, man. Like life too short to be stressed out all the time and worried about this, that, and the third. Like, man, just live life and have fun. You gotta have smart fun though. You gotta have
No, you're good.
You gotta have smart fun, man. Like going to the club, spending your last $3,000 to wake up and be like, why did I do that? That's not fun. Get your passport, go out the country or something. Go out the passport, get you an all-inclusive trip. Pay like $1,500, $2,000, man. You don't gotta pay for nothing. Take you a pretty lady, man. Go have you a ball, man.
Yeah.
You gotta have smart fun, but yeah, I just like having fun, man. I just be living, like.
Yeah, I blow money, man. I just blow money. Like, there's no stopping me, bro. Like, if you give me 5 racks, bro,
I
like,
understand.
it's gone.
I understand. I got my own issues with with money spending.
Yeah.
I'm learning no money management, man. I gotta get me an accountant or something. Well, yeah, I'm learning how to have smart fun, man. I for sure done had my time. I done woke up like, man,
Yeah.
why? Or have been scared to check my bank account. Like, man,
Yeah.
I know the first tomorrow.
That's like the dumbest thing too. When you wake up and you're like, I'm not gonna look at my bank account. It's like, it's gonna be the same thing either way. Like, you might as well look at this shit to make sure you're managing your shit.
I don't want to see it though.
Yeah, that's how I'm with my money and shit like that. I'll go into overdraft like 10 times. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
Man.
I'll figure that out later. Like,
Man, I remember back in like high school when my cheese used to be low and I used to have like damn near like $5 in my account or something, dog. Like, as long as I had gas in the whip, I was straight. I'd go to the gas station, get me a full tank, overdraft my shit, and just go have a ball, man.
yeah.
Man, but no,
I used to do that like crazy because Lyft, when Lyft first started, they used to pay you the same day. As long as you made $50 on Lyft when you were driving, they would let you take that money out. And
you used to do Lyft?
Yeah, when I was like 6 years ago.
What's your craziest Lyft experience?
I fucked a girl that took.
Damn.
Yeah. And it was crazy, son. Basically, me and my ex had just broken up. And this girl, this fucking badass. And Liz, let me tell you something about this story because this is how low my confidence was at the time. This badass Indian bitch gets inside the Lyft, right? I literally looked at her and I was like to myself, who gets to fuck these types of girls? Like, who gets to fuck bitches this hot? We're driving and shit. We're telling each other our life stories. I park at the car and I'm telling her, all right, it was good meeting you. And I said to her, I said the slickest shit ever. I said, I really wish I wasn't working. And I said, I really wish I wasn't working when I met you because I was being professional. So she gives me a hug. We pull back. We kiss. And then she goes, do you want to go back to my hotel? I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. What are you talking about, man? I got some condoms real quick and just shot back to her. Man, we went nuts. You feel me?
I like your style,
But that's the
man.
craziest shit.
I like your style, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, man? You get even when you're on the job, sometimes you got to throw it out and see what happens. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
But I know rappers get a lot of bitches too, though. So I get in the mix with other people's women and all that stuff.
Nah, man. I go to church every Sunday.
Really?
Pay my tithes and offerings.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Tides, man. So when that pastor got robbed up, what was that like for you?
The New York dude?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie. I seen the video, but I didn't pay no attention. I'm like, these young niggas crazy. You know what I'm saying? But then I seen all the flexing he was doing. I'm like, all right, what you expect, man? Like, for sure.
Yeah.
Some people be asking for it, though. Like, you can be humble. But if you just out, especially if you a pastor, dog. Yeah, I ain't saying he deserved to get robbed, but I'm just saying, like, hey, it's like, what do you expect? You know what I'm saying?
Well, they said he took $900,000 from like some couple or something like that, and like all this stuff.
He took
like,
$900K from a couple.
Yeah, and they said like his
How?
work, like he was just like tithes, just like constantly just generating money from them, like constantly like having them like give them money for the church and this and that.
You
And then
pay
they found his
900K
wardrobe was
worth
like,
of Tash.
yeah,
I'm about to be a pastor. Shit.
bro, nah, man. I told this story before, but I used to shoot videos for a pastor that's not far from here, and he used to pull up in a big ass balled out truck with like fucking golden rims and shit like that. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, he used to charge $300 a month to be a part of his church.
Dang.
He had like 50 people monthly subscription, bro.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So
They ain't making more money than me. I ain't gonna lie. I do love God. Like, I love God to death, but, you know, I'm like that. But I do believe you don't have to be all like, you know, like super Christian and churched up and pastor to get your blessings. You know, I feel like you can just have your own relationship with God. You ain't gotta be doing all that. Now if you do, hey man, you doing what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I feel like you don't gotta do all that, you know. But
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
my
man.
relationship with God is my relationship with God. I'm doing well for myself.
Do you consider
today.
yourself religious, like fully invested?
What do you define as like religious?
I guess like there's obviously you can be Catholic, Christian, and like do you identify with that and do you invest yourself in it?
Oh, Christian. I think I'm Christian.
You think you're Christian?
My uncle a minister. If you see this, please don't judge me, man. yeah, Christian. I go to church, you know what I'm saying? I love God. I believe in God. I pray. I ask. I talk to God. You know. But what's crazy is when I talk to God, I be in my head like, is this me just thinking to myself or is this God responding to me? That's like the worst problem I got. Like, I never know. But then later on in life, it end up coming to the light like, okay, that was God.
For sure, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, I don't know about all the religious stuff, but I love God. I believe in God. I pray to God.
Are you saying that like there's a sniper on you? Like, I
Cause they be crucifying people like in the world, not just for anything. Like, oh, he said he don't believe in God. He threw. I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
But the world's so crazy now. If I didn't say I didn't believe in God, I'd probably go viral.
For sure.
Other than saying, hey, I love Jesus. That's how fucked up the world is.
I know people who literally have worshiped the devil just so their career launches. Like literally, like they don't even believe in the shit they're talking about. They're just like, my career is gonna launch if I do this shit.
Yeah,
because there's a niche market for it.
I go get a job if I do anything I don't believe in. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I like. I never go against my roots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For any type of success in anything, because I feel like you do that, it's no longevity in that. Like you gonna get your moment, but a moment don't last forever. You got to get your legacy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So you probably grew up. I mean, obviously you grew up with OGs. I feel like when you do lose your father or anything like that, I feel like everybody surrounds you that was close to that person. Did that happen for you? Did you get like 5 dads now? Like all my uncles or all my dad's friends become my dad now?
No.
You didn't get that?
Nah, I got my 2 uncles, my dad's brothers, and my granddaddies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was the father role for you growing up after when your father unfortunately passed away?
My uncles, you know. My uncle, Uncle Mike, Uncle Billy, 2 of my dad's brothers. You know, my granddad, my dad's dad, you know. So all in the same roots, you know what I'm saying? But as far as anything extended, you know, my dad's friends, you know, they had relationships with me too, though. But it wasn't on some like, oh, I look at this person as like a father figure, you know what I'm saying? You know, like my relationships with my dad's friends didn't really grow until I got older. You know, it's a lot I didn't understand, and I'm understanding now. Like the term you won't understand, you'll understand one day, or you understand when you get older. You know, that means something. Like I understand a lot more though. But yeah, you know, a lot of my dad's friends, they're around, they cool. You know, but as far as father figures, my uncles really.
Yeah, right on. When did you feel the father? Did you feel like you had a father when you were growing up and he was around? Did you feel like you guys had that connection?
No, actually, because I was really with my mom most of the time. Like, so I didn't really get to feel that, you know, like, I went through some shit, like, growing up. Like, I used to see things, like, people doing stuff with their dad and be like, damn, like, I wonder what that feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I wish I could have that, you know, like, shit really sad as hell, man. I can grow up and laugh at it now, like, man, that shit wild. But, yeah, like, that shit real. Like, I would be somewhere and see somebody laughing with their dad or something, doing something, and I would just be like, damn. But, hey, it's life, I guess, you know?
Yeah.
That's just if I have a son one day, I know what.
So you didn't
I know
even
what to do.
you didn't get that, like, you never got like that particular feeling when you were with him? Like, you never got like, did you ever have a moment with him where you felt that way though? Like, this
With
is
my dad?
Yeah, like where we're like, this is my dad.
I probably did as a kid. I don't really remember any. I remember moments, but not any specific moment. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
It's just like I never really had it, so I'm like, damn. I wonder what that'd be like. Like, even with my uncles, you know what I'm saying? Like, they had their own family, so I was never with them every day, or it was moments that they weren't able to be there, or just any normal day life. I could be with my mom and my sister, and, you know, see something. I'm like, damn, you know. But, you know, you won't really understand until you in that position. Like, if you know, like, it's different from knowing, like, say my daddy was a hoe ass nigga, like, oh, fuck him. Like, nah, I know my dad was a good man, you know, and loved me to death, you know, so it'd be like, damn. Now, if you feel like your daddy a hoe ass nigga, then you're gonna be like, man, give a fuck.
Better off.
Yeah, but when you know that love was there, and especially, you know, knowing that we act alike and how our relationship would be, it definitely is like, it's a pretty fucked up situation. But hey, it's
interesting because like you probably did the whole investigation thing. Like, I'm assuming like when you started realizing, oh, my dad is this prominent figure.
I turned into a news reporter. I know everything. For sure. Like, you know, even I have talks with my uncles and other people. I ask them questions or they tell me things. Like, that's why it's crazy. Like, I feel like he's still with me, but he not, because like I know everything. Like, probably stuff I'm not even supposed to know. You know what I'm saying? Stuff the world will never know. You know, should come out with a documentary one day. Actually, I am.
You're working on that, aren't you?
I'm trying to, man. I'm trying to balance life and everything else, man. I can only do one thing at a time, man.
Yeah.
I'm working on it though.
Well, you're working on like the biopic, right?
Yeah, that's what I want to do, a biopic. I got a notebook. I got all like a storyline wrote down. I just got to put it all together, you know.
What's slowing the process down?
Shit, life. You know, you got to learn life to live it.
Facts.
Yeah, you got to learn life to live it. And like I said, I'm 22, so I'm happy you know, life hit me a couple times, but it hit me early though. So I'm happy it hit me early, other than later on when I feel like, damn, I should have did this.
What do you consider the times where you felt like you got hit?
I feel like it was a moment to where it's like, okay, when I graduated high school, I had a plan. I'm like, all right, I'm about to rap, blow up, boom. It didn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to branch off and do other things. You know, life was real, and I didn't want to be, like, I never wanted to be a kid my whole life. Stay a kid as long as you can, man. And just grown up shit suck, paying bills and shit, man. God damn. But yeah, like, I moved out early, like, had responsibilities, was out in the streets running around early, so like I wasn't a kid anymore. I put that pressure on myself to be a man. So it's like in rap, it didn't happen as fast as I'm still not where I want to be at. You know what I'm saying? So you got to branch off, put your hands on other things, and make sacrifices. You know, I don't want to say put your dreams on hold, but never let them go. But you got to do what you got to do in the meantime until that happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Take money to make money.
Yeah.
For sure. Shit, and end up getting yourself in trouble, you know. So that's why I say you gotta hold on to your dreams. You gotta know what your end goal is.
Yeah.
You gotta know what your end goal is. You gotta know that whatever you're doing, that's not really what you want to do. Is just steps to get to where you want to be. You know, you never want to get too synced in or something.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, rapping is not, making music, being an artist, it's not cheap at all.
I just
told
the artist this today. I said to him, I was like, you either pay to play or you get paid to play. And that's how the music industry really works.
Yeah, like, it's been times I didn't, like, spent my last anything on like something to do with rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I go so hard for something. Like, man, I done already did. Like, I done made hella sacrifices just to chase my dreams, you know? So that's why I keep going. But, yeah, you either got to pay to play or get paid to play shit. That's how it is.
Literally.
Or you just wake up one day and you some internet sensation, you know, which would be great if it happens. Hey, if you listening, God, you know, I'm ready to rock and roll, but hey, you gotta, shit.
Yeah, becoming an internet sensation and like being able to capitalize on it. Because I do know a lot of people who popped off overnight, but they weren't able to like hold on to it.
Yeah, it's all about longevity. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, or even when you do pop off, you gotta do something to either keep the ball rolling or put that money into something else just so you can stay afloat forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah. You have a blue check on Instagram, don't you?
Yeah.
They gave you the blue check. God damn. I've been working on that. It's very difficult.
Man, when did I get that blue check? Like 2000. I think that was 2019.
Listen, man, you gotta. I know we're not talking about the ladies too much, but I do gotta know something, bro. When you got the blue check, does that change things when you're messaging a girl, like what she's in you? Like that?
I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm only saying this because so much time has went past, and I've matured so much. When I first got my blue check, I slid on so much just to see if they was gonna respond or even open it, cause they ignored the shit out of somebody. But I ain't gonna lie, some internet famous girls responded, looked at it, liked it. I'm like, oh, this all it take. That's crazy. But yeah, I went on a spree when I first got my check. I ain't gonna lie. I swear to God.
Sliding in from DM to DM.
Yeah, I swear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the success rate is higher. We've concluded this study now. It's higher when you have the blue check.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Yeah, I gotta work on
Definitely
it.
higher.
Yeah.
It's like you can't. It's like you see it, you gonna have to look at it twice and be like, all right, who is this? There's a lot of people with a blue check, and you're like, why the fuck they got a blue check? I feel like I deserve my shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I didn't do no funny internet shit to get it. Instagram gave me that damn check. But yeah, the success rate is higher, man. I will say that. But yeah, when I got my blue check, I for sure. Her. Yep, I think my ratio was probably like 60% responded.
God damn.
Yeah, out of like, I don't even know how many. It was more than 10 for sure.
I gotta get in on that. I'm working on it, man. These people are writing like articles about me. I'm trying to get in on that shit.
No, you going crazy. I was on your page earlier laughing at them shit. I'm like, that shit's hilarious.
I appreciate that, man.
Oh.
Yeah. Right now, what are you foreseeing in the future right now? What projects do you have coming out? What are you working on to keep building the brand?
And just, I want to get more serious with my merchandise and my clothing line, really push that harder. I want to be in more films and series and stuff like that.
Because you're working in movies now, right?
Yep, I've done, how many movies I did? Did a movie, Cheddar Boys. I was in Detroit Dreams. And another movie that's not out yet, it's called Off the Porch. I think it released in like a month or two. I don't know. But I'm actually starring in Off the Porch, though.
Cool.
Like, that movie is about me, so.
You did an Off the Porch interview, too, didn't you?
Yeah, I told him that. Like, yeah, I did a movie
That's
called
funny.
Off the
So
Porch.
you were on the Off the Porch and you're in a movie called it, but they're two different things completely, obviously, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What was that like when a lot of people are going to do those interviews with Off the Porch. What are those like? How's the experience of that?
I had a ball.
For real?
Yeah, I think we was just, man, we had liquor. I had a nice host. She was very cool, we just kicking it, I had a blast, though.
Yeah.
I had a ball.
It's weird, too, because when you go, I do watch some of those interviews sometimes, and I feel like they just don't know, like, what's going on in Detroit yet. That's my only thing with them. Like, they don't get it.
I think because you really wouldn't understand Detroit unless you here, from the outside looking in. It's like, from the outside looking in, you either think it's a bunch of people just, like, the majority think this shit is just like shoot 'em up, bang, bang town, you know what I'm saying? When really, it is, but it's not, We getting money too, we mind our business, like me, I know a lot of people. I know people that indulge in the beefing and gang shit. I know people who get money in the streets. I know people who got jobs. I know people who don't do shit all day. You know, I know everybody. You know, it's just Detroit real different though. Like I go out of town and I'm like, yeah, the rest of the world kind of weird. Not weird, but it's just different, you know. But Detroit, I really had your mind fucked up. Like my best advice is to get out of Detroit and see like the world. Like it's so much more to life than what Detroit sees or has to offer. Like Detroit will have you thinking if you not 21 with $500,000 and just a bunch of jury and just balled out, you know what I'm saying? Your life is terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like they downplay everything. Like I seen some shit. It was like everything. They was like, damn, grown man out here going to concerts. Y'all niggas terrible. I'm like, damn, we gotta go to concerts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like man, like yeah, Detroit just. I love it, but I hate it at the same time. You know, Detroit will have you having your priorities fucked up for sure. Detroit will have you not do something that you supposed to do, but go to the club and have a ball. You know what I'm saying? Just cause you like Detroit will have you thinking you really gotta just live like that. You know what I'm saying? Which if you do, go ahead, go crazy, but. I'm telling you from experience, I didn't have moments where I'm like, man, what the fuck am I doing? For real. I'm saying I'm learning as I grow up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Smart fun. Even if you got $1 million, you still gonna, you know what I'm saying, have smart fun. Or not even, it's not even about the money, it's about the places you going. You gonna go here and you know this dude is here and he beefing with this person and that person. I don't want to go there. I'm straight. Or you want to go here, you want to go party on 6 Mile and whatever block, you know what I'm saying, at 3 a.m. I don't want to be there. Something might happen to somebody, you know. You know, don't never confuse being smart with being quote unquote lame. Yeah, don't ever confuse being smart with being lame. I'd rather be smart than lame any day. I'll chill in my damn bed before I come hang with you dumbasses. I swear to God.
Because you open up like Crime in the D or, you know, these news articles in Detroit and it's like every day somebody's getting shot, robbed, something's happening.
Yeah, and this shit be real out here. Like, if you don't know how to move in Detroit, something will happen to you. I know how to move, but like, you can't just be out here loose. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find your solid group of friends or friends, you know, and move how you move. You know, you can't be bouncing around. You with this, you with them, because that's how you get synced in and shit. Like, it's so much beef in Detroit, and you never know who is who or who don't like who or who don't like what, and it's so small. You could be in the same room with this person, you don't even know. You could have beef with him, and I never know. And when you walk out of here, he got somebody waiting on us, and boom, I'm on Crime and D from hanging with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm straight, buddy. I'm straight.
Yeah.
If I feel like you even be on some bullshit, like, hey, I got love for you, but
Exactly.
man,
That's one of my biggest gripes with the music industry. It's like, and just entertainment in general when it comes to Detroit is like, there's so much, like we're supposed to be creating music and entertainment and giving people a good time and giving up ideas and concepts and just having fun and really being insightful. But now there's like this whole nother element of danger involved. It's like, there shouldn't be danger and entertainment intertwined.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's the forefront of entertainment, like being on bullshit.
Yeah.
You gotta think the number one song in the world at one point was Back in Blood. Come get it, Back in Blood, bitch. Like, it was number one. That shit was hard, but that was the number one song in the world. So what do you think is gonna go on? A whole bunch of that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just. It's really no explanation for it. That's just how it is. I ain't gonna lie, the shit sounds sweet. I'm like, oh, they going. But I don't want to live like that, though. But that shit hard, though.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Like, yeah, it's just, you gotta, man, I don't know. The internet be taking over people's minds, man. You gotta know the difference between internet and real life, you know?
Yeah.
And that's how people fuck themselves up.
Yeah, you do wonder if, like, the thing is funny about a lot of the OGs, they just couldn't make it to the point where they're relevant.
Right.
But I do wonder, like, if you could take them from where they were when they were in their prime and bring them here, and from their prime to here, and just like let them really look. Now they can do that now, obviously. Like an old head could come and look now and just tell you like this part of the game's fucked up, that part of the game's fucked up. This doesn't make any sense. We used to not do this shit. They can do that, but like their voice isn't heard as strong as when they were hot and when they were relevant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because a lot of people, if you don't got that installed, then you don't want to listen. Because like, okay, look, if I walk out of here and somebody like just try to give me a random pep talk, like, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that, I'm not gonna listen to them. I don't give a fuck who you are. But me being like somebody who come from something and know people really have some substance out here, I'm gonna listen. But if I'm somebody who like I never had that, it's just like, all right.
So you think that's where these young kids' mentality is, right? It's like they're not going to listen to nobody that's not relevant to them.
Yeah, they never had. Yeah, if it's never been relevant to you, especially when you grow up, it's really not going to be relevant to you. That's something you really got to have like installed in you, unless you just got to be different. But okay, I might give you a perfect example. Say your whole life you never knew how to ride a bike. By the time you turn 25. And somebody say, I'm going to teach you how to ride a bike. You're like, I'm driving. I don't give a fuck about that bike. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't know. I try to look at it from a different perspective, but
yeah,
I try to understand it. I don't, because like I say, I came from people schooling me and teaching me things and you know how to go about things, so I never really understood it, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's a different level of consciousness, right? Like, so like some people are just set in their ways and there's no stopping them. And I think that's what you're kind of saying earlier, is like when you're so set in your ways, you can't be changed. But not only that, that's what makes everything so fucked up. Like you said, what's wrong with having fun? What's wrong with like going out and doing this and doing that and doing this without it being something violent or dangerous, right? And remember when Scoob and like started dancing, when Sada Baby started dancing in his music and shit like that, and like so many people were like, "That's lame, that's that." Like, but it's like what you're right, like what you said earlier. What about the fun? Like, it's okay to have fun. Like, why are we taking this and saying it's lame? Like, where's the let's have fun? Like, that's part of what this is.
It's like people gotta, just like you say, going out having fun other than doing bullshit or being on bullshit. People got to bump their head to learn something. But now it's like people will bump their head. They don't got nobody to tell them like, hey, you got to do this now. You got to do this now. They'll be on the internet on their phone trying to figure shit out, and ain't nothing on there but the same shit they just did. So they like, hey, we just about to keep going, you know? You got to be smart, though. You got to know there's other ways to life. Like, there's so much more to life than, you know, the street shit. You know, you can, especially with beefing, you know, making money, you know, you can make your money and put that into something. You got, like I said, you got to know your end goal. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's building blocks up to what you're really trying to get. Now, as far as beefing, I don't know about all that, because, like, I'm somebody, I mind my business. Like, I don't let nobody play with me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not about to sit here and go at it with you. Like, what you want, man? Especially not on the internet. Like, nowadays, people do that shit because they think it's damn cool. Like, I'm never getting on my Instagram live and yelling at my damn phone. Bitch ass nigga, when I see you, like, man, no. If I got a problem with somebody and people who have been around me is a witness, I'm not doing no talking. When I see you, it's no talking. So I'm really not, if I'm not about to talk to your face about what the problem is, I'm definitely not about to talk to you on my damn Instagram for the whole world, because I'm somebody that I don't even like people knowing what I be having going on.
Yeah.
Like, I'm somebody, if they see me, because I know if my people see me even bothered by somebody, you know, publicly, they gonna all call like and be ready to go to war.
Exactly.
So I'm like, I don't even, cause shit don't even be that deep to even give the attention. So I'm like, man, shit be dumb as hell. Especially when you know what you like, what you want out of life. Like, this shit means nothing to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And especially like it can get real, and like that's the funny part. Like, not that it is funny, but like
real.
I think last week there was some kid who was a rapper who like said, "Yo, if you guys want to pull up on me," and then he got killed like instantly. Like within 5 minutes of him going on Instagram Live and telling people to pull up on him, he was killed like literally like within like the next 30 minutes. And it's like, damn, bro, like that's how this internet shit has become. And
But you know what? They doing that for an audience. They doing that shit to look sweet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think that shit is sweet. It was a point people stopped sending me shit because they like, man, this nigga don't care. Or I really ask somebody, or like, why did you call me and just tell me this? I don't know this person. Nor do I care. Or people would send me shit like just on the internet, and I'd be like, who the fuck is this? Like, I don't be knowing nothing. I don't want to know shit. That's how I keep my peace.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to know shit. I just show me where the money at and how I'm about to go get this Benz and fat ass house for my mama and where the pretty ladies at. God damn it, I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, exactly, man. What do you hope to where do you hope to be by next year as far as your music and artistry is concerned?
Man, shit, I hope to be one of the ones, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I am inside, but the world got to know, you know? Just bring it to the world, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully. Well, actually, I ain't going to say hopefully. I am going to be, you know what I'm saying? Shit, one of the ones, you know?
I think my favorite lyrics by you is you're like, I keep the something about keep the carrots in my ear and about being Bugs Bunny. That shit. What was the line on that one? That shit was fucking.
Some carrots in my ear, we just call me Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
It was on that. It was off player shit, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Mr. Belt with the shoes. I was calling you Mr. Cool. Someone calling you. Yep. That was it.
That was when I was like, I fuck with this shit a lot. Like just the comedic aspect of it, but at the same time, it still goes hard. Like that's my favorite type of music, bro.
Yeah, I try to just bring like some fun to it, but still, you know, I'm still talking my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why like my beats, I like having like sample beats or beats that you can like
bop to a little bit.
Yeah, instead of just all the dark shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's what's killing me, man.
I wouldn't even know what to say, honestly. Like, you give me a dark ass just destruction beat, I'm gonna be like, look, buddy, I don't know, I can't do that.
Talk about how many ops you have and fucking all that shit.
Yeah, like I can't do that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've tried just playing, but I'm like, that shit sounds dumb as hell. Or people will look at me and be like, man, what are you doing?
Exactly.
Yeah, like I don't even know how to even comment on shit like that, because like I say, even if I do got a problem with somebody, I'm not about to beef with you or have no ops or even let it be known I got a problem with you. Like, I feel like I even be degrading myself out here doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just, man, if you don't learn nothing from me, I just want you to learn that there's more to life than the street shit and all the dumb shit that's on the internet, man. Go to, I don't know, man. Go somewhere, man, other than the streets. You know, it's out here. It don't take nothing but to go see it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, that's all. That's the only message I want to get across, man. It's more to life and there's more in the world than the streets, buddy.
For sure.
Go put you on a suit and tie and go ballroom with something fine and get drunk.
Exactly.
And pound her out.
Pound her out at the end of the day. Listen, man, it's been awesome having you on, bro. Is there anything you want to shout out to the audience before we sign off?
Man, just shout out everybody rocking with me in Detroit, all over the world, you know what I'm saying? Shout out, you know, my guy over here. I done had a boy with you, my man.
Sure, man. Appreciate you.
Shout out my man OJ, came pulled up on me from the A. What'd you say your name again was, man?
Nick.
Shout out Nick. That's my guy right there, man.
Yeah.
You know, just I love everybody who love me, man. Keep supporting the movement. We're gonna take it to the top.
Sure, man. Everybody go check out my dog Lil Blade, man. And
play your shit out now. The album, I'm coming with a deluxe for
22 years young,
Yeah.
goddamn it. He has some fire tracks out, man. You can go check them out on all platforms. But just remember one thing, bro. When somebody has that mindset already to not follow the trends of what's going on, like that dark ass music, people need to realize that is going to be the next wave of music. I feel like the next wave of music is going to start, you know, forgetting about that hardcore, dark, violent ass music, because eventually it starts hitting your soul, and that shit does not resonate well throughout the day. You start the day off with some hardcore gangster ass shit, man.
You know what? This how I know, because I have a song. I'm not gonna say the song, but I listen to it and like I feel like a rage come over me. Like I get mad. Like I be ready to go do some shit I don't even do. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that shit is serious. Like and I'm a person that love music so much. Music is like music will make my mood. You know what I'm saying? I turn on songs to make me happy. Turn on songs if I'm sad, I want to hear this. Like I say, a song make me mad, I'm ready to go beat somebody ass. I'm turning this on.
Exactly.
But when it's a whole era, that ain't gonna be nothing but a bunch of mad ass people. So I encourage y'all to be happy, man.
Exactly.
Listen to Lil Blade, you want to be happy.
Exactly. And that's my whole thing. So with you, like I said, the new wave of music, I truly believe is going to start zoning away from this crazy violent music, which is fine. Like I get where it comes from. I listen to it from time to time, but I feel like it was going to start coming back to
hard. Man, it's a song I just heard the other day. I think that it's called some wild shit too. I think it's like "Fuck My Cousin" or something. That's the name of that song. I'm like, damn, these niggas going. But then I look back again, like these niggas crazy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Man, but hey, you know, I ain't knocking what nobody do. I'm just telling you what Lil Blade do, and you know how I'm living. So hey, you want to live like me? Listen to Lil Blade.
Exactly.
And I live a hell of a life. Goddamn it.
Exactly.
If you don't know, ask somebody. One of these niggas probably mad about it or something. I don't know.
For sure. We're shooting at Parallel Sound Studio. High Low Visuals is shooting these productions for us. We're out. Peace.